I don't know where else to put you guys to make you move farther back. Like the camera is at the wall. Do not look behind me. Just don't do it. Just pretend. Are the boxes to the ceiling? Yes. Is there just stuff everywhere? Yeah. Don't look at it. Does it bother me? To an extent. Sometimes I walk in the office and I'm go, it's just too much stuff. Do I need that side of the room? Do I need to use that side of the room? Not necessarily. I like to film in front of the natural light. If I'm filming. Oh, I'm not crying, by the way. I put, my contacts are dry. I put like eye drops in my eye. Looks like I'm crying. This is a hot, what just fell? This video is starting off a hot mess. This video is for, the regulars. The Goobers. You know, people who, get that out of the way. People who watch the videos regularly. I'm sorry if that's not you. If this is one of the first videos, there's so many others you could watch. Only because I don't know how much funny stuff I have to say. I'm just as more of like an after snaps catch up. A tell-all, really, since you're seeing all of my office. These are props. These are costumes. This whole dresser's filled with old t-shirts of mine. Is this an ironing board right here? Yes, it's an ironing board. What was I using it for? I was testing out the equilibrium of my lower lumbar. No, I was ironing a shirt and I just didn't put it back. There's the chicken. Right here is the big chicken nugget pillow from one of the P.O. box openings. Is there a bunch of wigs sitting on here? Mind your business. Mind your Maybe you'll see it in a video. I don't know. Maybe I'll return them. I don't know. I was gonna go film like me running an errand today, but I already did all the errands. Did them yesterday. By myself at night. I like going to stores at night when they're stocking the shelves. I'm just in there doing, walking around, reading labels, really thinking about what I'm buying, what I need it for. I don't know why restaurants put staples in food. I think stickers might be more wasteful, but just sticker it close. I ordered Mexican food from this new place tonight. I have like a gift card for Uber Eats. Can't even, would they double, triple knot this? It smells so good. Oh my goodness. There's another staple. Where are these staples coming from? That feels unsafe. Why was this on its side? This weighs like a solid. This feels like something you would curl. Sauces. They just put a single lime in a thing. Love that. I'm trying Birria tacos. Is that what they're called? Just saying that I just butchered it. I got a California style burrito. I don't know if I've said on the channel. I have been trying to look and find this type of burritos where it's like meat and cheese and then they put French fries in it. Everything I've ever wanted. And it's called a California style burrito. Then I got 3 mini Birria tacos with consomme, which I think is the sauce right here. Lately, like on social media, they've been blowing up, and now like a lot of places have them as an option. Never tried them before. I think it's just a taco, deep fried again with cheese or something like that. If you know what they are in the comments, please inform me. This will be my first time trying them. Where does the sauce come from? Like when they cooked the meat? Oh, and then I got rice. If I go to a Mexican place, I gotta try the rice. If I like the rice at a Mexican place, more than likely, I'll like anything on the menu. That is a good rule of thumb. Ooh, the smell's coming off of this. Oh, okay. It's already dripping. It's hard to show without spilling it. Like an au jus. I got onions and cilantros in the tacos, of course. That's so good. What is that meat? It almost tastes like a brisket. Oh my gosh, it's like a cheesy brisket. Okay, let's try it in the sauce. It's so messy. How do people eat this? This is like borderline amazing. It's steaming, like it's still hot. Wish you could see more of the food, but if I angle it down anymore, you'll cut off my head. Just to taste test these, I was just gonna get one of these. Instead, I got the 3 mini, and these don't even look mini. This looks like the size of a normal taco, so I don't know how much just one regular size one of these, like how big it is, but what else has been going on this week? Okay, the errands I ran yesterday. I was going to Target and Walmart. I never go to Target. My family never shops there. I didn't grow up going to Target, so it always felt like a borderline luxury store to me. It's just very like out of my realm, out of my world, and I don't really need many things from Target that I couldn't get somewhere else. You like shopping at... Hello, Riley. Come up here. Here's Riley. He's got a cute little bandana. I probably can't even see it so far away. Oh my god, don't reach for the food. You don't need to be eating my... You can get 1 treat. Riley has an office treat jar. Is this not cute? How many of these do you get a day? Like 7? Gentle with the treats. Oh. I'll escort you out now, sir. You gotta leave the premise. Riley just comes in here all times of the day. He's just sitting there staring at the treat jar. Like, give me a couple of those. I walked all the way down this hallway. Give me a couple of those treats. Especially at night. My parents go to bed. He sleeps in my parents' bed. Riley will pass out for 2 to 3 hours. He will have taken a long nap. He's pretty much halfway into his nighttime sleep cycle. He will wake up, come to my office where I'm still working. I haven't gone to bed. It's now 11 p.m. and ask for more treats. And then I assume he goes to the kitchen, washes all of those dry treats down with some water, and then goes back to bed. He's living his best life. He goes to bed, wakes up, gets a midnight snack, gets a drink, hydrated, ready to go, goes back to bed, then eats breakfast at like 5:30 a.m. Anyways, so I went to Target. Don't really go there a lot. I only really like to shop at Target in the 3-2-1 section. $3, $2, $1 section. Now it's like $5 section, whatever. You can find some good stuff in there. I won't deny them of that. But I went there and I went to Walmart because I want to do a video about all the new Halloween candy that's coming out. A lot of the candy companies come out and they roll out with like their Halloween fall candy. If you're gonna push a new flavor of anything, you'd think you do it around Halloween when people are buying the most candy in bulk. At least like they're in the candy aisle looking at the candy the most. So that's when you'd roll out a new flavor. Be like, you guys ever had nacho flavored M&Ms? Y'all ever think about trying some of those? A little savory M&M, or like a horchata flavored M&M. The rice water drink. Oh my god, so good. That would be delicious. M&Ms, think about it. But I really wasn't impressed with the candy this year. So the ones that I did want to try, I went and got them at Target and Walmart. Every year since I've been working at the dog daycare, I try and do a little something for my coworkers to get them like a little Halloween gift. Because I love Halloween. I wish I could still trick or treat. I wish I could still like go out and hang out and, you know, do all the fun stuff of like getting stuff on Halloween. I try and give them like little goodie bags or some sort. First of all, I found this tablecloth. Didn't really think I needed a tablecloth, but I might use this tablecloth in the candy video. It's $5. It's like a cute design. I'm not mad at it. It was the last one. We're still 2 weeks out from Halloween and Target was picked over. It didn't even look like it was in the right aisle. I'm not going to show you any of the candy that I got because I'm going to save it for that video. So that's at the end of the Target haul. I just went to Walmart to follow up on if there's more candy that I wanted to look at and try for the video. Also just to like look at their Halloween section, and it was late at night so there wasn't too many people around, so I really got to sit there and just like look at all of the Halloween stuff bit by bit. This like newish trend is going on where instead of getting like orange, black, purple Halloween decorations, people are getting pastel Halloween decorations. I'm not mad at it. I don't personally like it because I have a deep love for orange, black, and purple. And sometimes green, like a ghoulish green, like a neon slimy green. But I'm not mad at the pastels. I kind of like it. Especially because they pair the pastel with like black. I think it's a very cool contrast. But you can still be a fan of something even if you wouldn't personally buy it. It's a fun option. I think it kind of plays into like everyone's doing like Barbie Halloween. People are dressing up their like 20-foot tall skeletons they have in the front yard. Neighborhoods of houses are doing like they're like lining the sidewalks with like neon pink lights, making it like Barbie's dream house Halloween. I also like that. I always say that I like Halloween. I love when like it's a collective time of the year when everyone gets to be like their most creative and come up with costumes and ways to decorate their house. So they went to Walmart to just peruse their Halloween aisle. And I picked up a couple things. One, I got another wig. Just ignore, the wigs might come full circle at some point. That's the beauty of props. Will you use it? Will it come full circle? Is that for who? When would you? I don't, you know, you have a 30-day return policy? Who knows? I bought this. You can kind of tell. It's a skeleton. It's a skeleton cup. Why did I buy this? I like skulls. I think they're fun. I don't really know. Riley's trying to get back in here. I don't really know how they play into my life because I don't really have a lot of skulls hanging around and I'm not like obsessed with the dead or anything. I don't know. I hate glassware. I hate glasses. I like drinking things out of plastic. We know my history with plates. I drop and break plates all the time. I don't like glasses. They're heavy. Usually glass is like smooth and I can't, grip onto it. Plastic skull cup. Love that. I'm going to be drinking my little apple cider wine slushies out of that. I bought this neon purple light because I might do like sometimes on my Instagram I do bathroom jams where I just like dance to a song and have fun with it. I love purple. Don't have any purple lights. I might put this purple light in here. That would be fun. I don't even know if it'll sit in there. It's $2. I bought this black cauldron because one, it's plain black. I can decorate however I want. I could put a joke on it. I could fill stuff in it. I could put a candle in it and then it's a candle burning inside a cauldron. I don't know. I could get one of those like fake flame machines, put it in there, and then I have a flaming cauldron, which I could also take out and use for something else. It doesn't matter. It was 98 cents and I like it. As much as I like Halloween, I have not broken out my Halloween decorations yet, but I bought these little window clings. I might just hang these up all year round. That's such a cute little pumpkin. Also, I find these really hard to reuse. I feel like they just don't stick. Gel clings. Yeah, reusable and washable. Well, I've really never tried to wash them, but I might just leave these up until they fall down in like March and call it a year. My desk and office is messy enough that if someone was like, oh my god, a small fire started in your office, on your desk, I'd be like, I don't know what to put out first. Should I grab the hard drives and run? Should I grab my chapstick, my stapler? Should I grab this thing of Tic Tac? Cordless mouse? I almost just thought of dropping this into the sauce. Should I grab this cordless mouse that I lost the other piece to? Or should I just let all of it burn down and start over? So speaking of the pastel trend, found these like little goodie bags to give my coworkers. 20 of these for 97 cents. When my niece and nephew are old enough. When my nieces and nephews? If you say nieces and nephews, that means you're implying that you have multiple nieces and multiple nephews. Not just a niece and a nephew. When my niece and nephew, that just means like one and one. Okay. When my niece and nephew are old enough, could use that. Reusable? What was the other thing about? Oh, we found these mini skeleton kits. of, I think, dinosaurs. These are so fun. They come in their own little package, and then you just pop them into place like 3 pieces, and you have your own little mini skeleton of a dinosaur. This, I think, was $1.97. There's 6 of them individually packaged. I put one together because I wanted one for myself. And there's a little peg right here. So you put the peg in the stand, and now it like locks into place. Gotta pop her back in. I just think they're small and cute. I think my coworkers would get a kick out of that. Little fun thing you put together. Keep it, don't keep it, throw it away, give it to somebody. Who cares? I'll probably just fill like the rest of their bags with candy. Call it a day. I'm really impressed that even delivered, this food stayed hot. And are you guys dressing up for Halloween? Do we have our Halloween costumes picked out? The older I get, the more I never have a costume. I'm always one to make a costume, but I make it last minute, and it's usually like an obscure reference or in a character that I made up so that no one really gets it. There is a video on here, I think like my first year on YouTube, I made a video of me talking about like my Halloween costumes over the years. Let's see if this is good. I have been dreaming and trying to find a California style burrito, and if this is good, this will be my new go-to. Smells like hash browns. It's almost like there's too many flavors going on that I can't, like, taste the flavors. I do see the fries and taste the fries. There's the avocado in there. Filled with your choice of meat, seasoned fries, melted American cheese, shredded cheese, and avocado. So it doesn't have, like, lettuce, onion, cilantro, nothing. It's not really a California burrito. It's a hella American burrito. I'm not sure I like the fries in this. These taste like reheated fries a little bit because they've cooked the fries and then they package them in this, and this is, like, still heating them back up. But it's okay. I feel like I've seen people's burritos. You can so clearly see the ingredients in the burrito. It looks delicious and gorgeous at the same time. And this one looks a little muddled. Maybe because I got it delivered, who knows. That was worth trying, but I really like these Birria. I know I'm saying it wrong. I apologize. These are so good. And I don't know if you could get them better than this, but this is 9.5 out of 10. I would a little more like fresh cilantro and onions, but they're amazing. The meat is, the juices. You gotta try the rice. Can you imagine telling someone about your favorite Mexican food place and being like, it's really good, but not really the rice? How would they master everything but the rice? You know? And not even like, oh, the rice is okay. The rice is like every other rice. Even that's acceptable. But if you're like, oh, the rice is not good, something's up. Let's get the health inspector in there. The rice isn't good? You're telling me they're making, folding, molding burritos with multiple ingredients, deep frying stuff, cooking up these amazing flavors, and they couldn't figure out the rice? It's good. That's some good flavor on it. It's like a little... I choked on a rice. On a rice? What's each individual piece of rice called? A grain? No, that's not right. What is an individual piece of rice called? A grain. I was right. A grain of rice. I thought grain had to do with grain. Is grain a rice? Is rice a grain? Shows I could never be on. Jeopardy. They'd be like, she doesn't even know basics of basics. We were going to ask her a statement and then ask her to repeat the answer in the form of a question. That's going to be impossible for her. That's good. Rice approved. I like this place. This is going to be like a salsa verde or something. Oh! It's not really spicy. Very flavorful. Tastes like a pepper. Tastes like a pepper that Peter Piper picked and Pepper might have picked himself. Did I use that reference in the last video? I don't know. That rhyme's been stuck on my head. Stuck on my head? Stuck in my head. It's been a long day. I hung out with Mia today for like 4 hours. We just drove around. Went to a small little town, tried a new coffee shop. I haven't seen her in like a week and a half. We talked so much. Speaking of talking to somebody. Okay, this is what I'll end it on. If you don't like the little book talk corners of this channel, that's fine. This is where I leave you. End the video right here. Don't let this intimidate you. Me and my friend, my old college roommate, Courtney, she's really big into books. She got me onto this series. It's the ACOTAR series. A Court of Thorns and Roses is the first book. And then there's like 4 other books, and she's writing a next one, I think. Take it easy on me. I'm just entering the fandom. I'm just reading the books for the first time. This is the second book in the series. This is probably the longest book I've ever read. This is 620 something pages. Hello? 600 pages? How am I going to retain the who, what, where, when, why for 620 pages? That's where all these post-it notes come in. The way that me and my friend Courtney read, she's reading the books for the second time, I'm reading for the first time. This is not a genre of book that I usually read. I usually don't read about fairies and made-up worlds and mythical stuff. So I was like, if I don't take detailed notes, I will forget everything. I will not understand what's going on. I will be lost in the sauce, let alone what they look like, let alone what they're doing here, what their goal is, like who they're trying to be with, who they're trying to get away from. I have no idea. So I've been taking detailed notes. And then every like 100 pages, Courtney and I FaceTime. We go through the book like page by page. And I'm like, oh, I marked something on 261. I thought that was so funny the way that they said that. Oh, I marked something on, 269. I wrote hell yes in the margins. And then I underlined this. And I'm like, I have a question. What does that mean? We just go through it. It's a way for us to FaceTime and hang out and talk, and also, like, they are pretty good books. She was asking me how I like the book overall, because we're done reading it, and we're moving on to the third one. I was like, I won't go into details about this book. Therefore, if you don't want to hear spoilers, that's fine. You can just hear me out as, like, a reader to a reader. I want to say it's a really good book. I haven't read a book this good and engaging in the storyline in a long time. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but I don't know what a 10 out of 10 book would look like. I have nothing to compare it to of, like, another 10 out of 10. So I said I'd give it a 9. And that's just pure, I'm scared. I'm scared for what a 10 out of 10 book would even look like to me, you know? Would I just set the pages on fire as I'm reading them? Because I'm like, I can't stay. It's so good. I just can't have the book anymore. Disintegrate it. I'm going to do the same type of system for the third book, but I'm not going to mark nearly as much. I think this book was really world building. I feel like I learned so much in this book out of the series. So that's why I marked the crap out of it. So I'm fully aware. And then I also, every time I read a chapter, I summarized the chapter in my phone app, on my notes app, just to be like, oh, this is what happened in this chapter. They went here, they talked to this person, that was that. Basically, I made my own, like, cliff notes. But I don't like cliff notes for stuff like this because cliff notes always leave stuff out. They're very broad strokes when they're talking about the plot line. They're like, oh, they went to the theater and then, you know, something happened at the theater and then they left the theater. And I don't like that. I like very detailed notes. I take my own. 620 pages of a book. I have detailed, broken down bullet points of what happens, and I have it down to 12 and a half pages. So if you're like, hey, she's crazy, she doesn't know how to read books for fun, she doesn't get it. I went into this series reading this as a way to hang out with my old roommate so we could talk about the books. I didn't know if I was gonna like the books. Therefore, I also needed a way to pay attention, and me taking my own notes is that way. Did I go a little crazy? Did I go a little overboard? Yes. This is the first book I've ever hella annotated like this. So give me a break. So that's this book. The next one is A Court of Wings and Ruin. And she's already read the first 100 pages. I said, hey, I have to break out my sticky notes. I gotta break the spine on this book so that it doesn't get creased. Wait for me! Reading the books with someone who's already read the books, in this case, isn't easy. It's nice, because if I have a question about stuff, she just fills me in. If I'm like, wait, what is the whole history of that again? We just go back over the history. She remembers. It's not like The Blind leading the blind where I'm like, I'm not really sure. Wait, what color is his hair? I don't remember. She knows. Also, lastly, the nails are now outgrown. Like the first day of the work week, this one broke. Popped it right off. I saw it fly through the air in slow motion. I said, that's my nail. So there's that. I love October. I love spooky season. I'm going to decorate for Halloween tomorrow. We're already halfway through the month and I haven't even decorated. That's on me. That's on procrastination. I'll probably leave up the decorations till the middle of November, if not the end of November, because I don't really have Thanksgiving decorations. Don't really have a lot of turkey sitting around, although I did make turkeys one time for a video. Let me know if you like the pastel Halloween trend. And let me know if you're gonna pick up these dinosaur things. I think they're so stinking cute. I love stuff like that. If you have 6 people in a friend group, you guys can have like these little like dinosaur friendship statues. Who knows? I don't know. It's like the modern day friendship bracelet. They're like, remember when we all had those mini plastic dinosaur skeleton statues? The symbolism of our friendship, you know, that even if the dinosaurs that walked before us on the earth died, our friendship will never die. In college, I had a house with like 3 other girls. 3 other girls, that's 4. I would be the 4th. Before we all left, I picked all of us up a rock from our backyard, and I wrote our nickname of the house is the Prospect Penthouse. It was not a penthouse. It was a crap hole. I wrote on all of our individual rocks the house nickname, and then I gave it to them as presents to like remember us by. Shit like that. I think it's so fun. Have a fantastic weekend. Be productive. Don't be productive. Drink a lot of water. Drink your water. Do something spooky. Do something fun. Do something relaxing. You know me. Make sure you laugh this weekend. Goal for the weekend. Laugh at something. Check it off right now. You're like, oh, watched a couple TikToks, laughed a couple of times. Guess I'm done. Sounds good to me. Most of the time, I like to run my errands at night. In the dead of night, where no one can see me do them. I'm in. I'm out. I'm perusing. I'm looking at the show. And then there's no one to question, why was that girl just staring at the candy for 7 minutes? Just pick a bag. I'm like, no. Hello. I was thinking about 7,000 other things. I just happen to be staring at a Kit Kat Milky Way mixed in with the fondue cheese board of the sugar cookie variety. I don't know. Sorry you missed it.